Hi folks, this is all the fruit, and here I have Castanopsis argentea, a close chestnut relative from the island of Java. I am on the island of Java, the most populous island in the world. I'm in Chibora's Mountain Botanic Gardens and over 1,000 meters above sea level. And this is the Castanopsis argentea. This is what the bowl looks like, covered with epiphytes. We are in a very rainy climate here. It seems to be in season. Let's see if I can show you. No, all of the lower fruits have fallen, or maybe they were beaten down with sticks, who knows, because on the upper branches there are still a lot of fruits. Usually the fruits on the upper branches in most trees ripen first, but I think somebody, well, in those cases usually you can find a bamboo pole somewhere nearby. I think somebody has harvested all the accessible fruits here. It's interesting, we also had a huge storm a day or two ago. That's why everything is littered with leaves. But the fruits on the upper branches and on the less accessible branches are still there. That's why I think that also somebody was here with a stick. Well, Java is the most populous island in the world, and this is one of the plants they use for food here. They mostly gather it from the wild, from the remaining forest. Java is also a very mountainous island, so there are forests, especially on the high volcanoes, like on the Pangrango here in the background. This plant is not cultivated on a large scale. It's cultivated mostly on the mountains of eastern Java. Here in the west, they seem to collect it mostly from the wild. Also, it's quite suspicious that there are hundreds, many hundreds of hulls on the ground, but very few seeds. I mean, it's possible that some animal has collected them, but I think some crafty people here have gathered a nice food for themselves. I totally approve of that. Also, I'm not gonna try this fruit. It's less than 2 weeks ago that I prepared Castanopsis gigantea by boiling it for hours, and then I ate 4 seeds of Castanopsis gigantea, Castanopsis megacarpa, sorry. Megacarpa means the same as gigantea, giant, big fruited. I ate 4 seeds, and I'm not exaggerating, I went about 40 times to the toilet. So, Castanopsis megacarpa and argentea are both being eaten, commonly eaten, even cultivated from time to time. But I think you are supposed to roast the seeds. Well, I'll boil them, which works very well with Castanea, but apparently not with the closely related Castanopsis. So I'm not even gonna bite into those things here, because I'm afraid I'll spend the rest of my holiday on the toilet. Really beautiful. I mean, if you just showed me the spiny hull without the seeds inside, I would totally say this is a Castanea. And it's not impossible, I think it's not impossible to grow Castanea here. Some Bulgarian/Byzantine guy who lives in the Philippines told me that sometimes on high mountains in the Philippines they have actually Castanea and not Castanopsis. So it should be totally possible to cultivate Castanea here. However, you shouldn't do this, because when they introduced Chinese chestnut to North America, the diseases they introduced with it destroyed the North American chestnuts, billions of trees, which were a very important source of sustenance for the Native Americans and the settlers, and a very important source of money too. Like, I read the description how in an area during the chestnut season, when people wanted some goods, they just went to the forest, collected a big bag full of chestnuts and went to the trading post to trade it for salt and bullets and other things. So yeah, if you transport chestnuts around the world, bad things happen. So better don't bring Castanea here. Some Castanea disease might attack Castanopsis. And if I eat those seeds, they might attack me. That's why I'm not doing it. So folks, this was Castanopsis argentea, a chestnut a close chestnut relative from the island of Java. Stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos from the beautiful and incredibly fruit-rich Chibodas Botanic Garden. And of course, if you want to receive more such content, it's not enough to subscribe to my channel because YouTube kinda stopped recommending my videos to almost everybody. But you should press the little bell icon to be notified of new uploads.